Hey everybody, welcome to this week's product launch, and I'm really excited because it is all about nurses. So did you know here in Canada we actually have a Nurses Week, and this year that's November 10th through 16th. So this week I'm going to show you some items that would be perfect to help you recognize and celebrate all the nurses in your life, because I don't know about you, I appreciate them so much right now. All their hard work and COVID and so many hours, and they've been doing this for a full year. So I'm bringing in some items so that we can plan ahead and really spoil the nurses in our life. So I have a few new items, and then as usual, some recommendations from the site so that we can really recognize nurses this year. So first off, what would be better to recognize nurses than to send them a beautiful card in the mail? This one here is by the Humble Crafter. It's a cross-stitch card, and it says nurses call the shots. So her cards are just beautiful in that you could frame them after, so a nurse could hang this up on the wall and let remember all year that you appreciated them. And then we have another one here, another one that says Happy Nurses Day, so you could mail that to them as well. So another beautiful one. And then we have a new bookmark also from the Humble Crafter, so you could always give them a book and then one of these, and it says they may forget your name, but they will never forget how you made them feel love. Love you, nurses. So really pretty, another great gift from the Humble Crafter. And then we have an item that was actually asked for by one of our vendors who is also a nurse. So the Humble Crafter, Teresa, stepped out and got a whole bunch. So I'm going to use one of the masks to demo. So one of the things that I'm hearing is that nurses behind the ears are really starting to hurt from wearing masks all the time. So one of the things that you can get are ear savers. And basically how they work is that these are adjustable, so you can see there's lots of little buttonholes, but you would adjust them to the size that you needed, and then you would wear them behind, so you'd put this in and attach it, and then it goes behind your head so that it pulls the straps back so that you're not having your ears hurt as much. And she made them so that not only are they practical, but they're really pretty. So we have a whole bunch of different designs. So make sure you go online and take a look. I'm going to try to zip through a few of the differences, but we have other colors in them as well. So like that, this kind of pattern that looked a little bit like an arrow is also in blue. We've got this pink one that's got, again, some adjustments, and all of them are just a little bit different. It looks like we've got another design here. So again, lots of bright colors, lots of adjustments. To give you an idea on size, like they should all fit. I know my mom got one that we tested out, and yeah, you could really adjust them so that they pulled the ear straps behind, and then if you have to wear a mask for a long period of time, they just fit so much nicer and are comfortable. So we've got that one in yellow. We've got another little arrow one here. We've got kind of a blue flower one. This one's really pretty here. So they're all kind of unique, so make sure you check online. It's just got, and then it can just go there, or you can make a hole later, or a smaller hole in there as well. So really pretty pink one. We've got a white one here. And then we have some bigger ones. So if you're wanting to have something really pretty on the back of your head, this one's really pretty, and again, you can really adjust it so that it could go small or big and have a little bow on the back of your head. Sorry, all this bag opening. We have another really pretty one if you're looking to kind of decorate. Look at that one there. So again, really pretty, and kind of give you a little bit of a festive vibe, and they look really pretty. And we have one more. It's kind of more of an elaborate design here, another one with the flower. Isn't that pretty? So it would just look like you have a hair clip on the back of your head, but it would keep that mask secure so that it didn't hurt after wearing it for like 12 hours. You nurses are amazing. I have trouble with my masks, and I only have to wear them a couple hours. So then I want to show you just some fun items on the site to recognize nurses. So first off, these beautiful tissue holders. So a lot of nurses have bad days, so you could always give them a little Kleenex box to say, hey, we appreciate you. If you're going home and bawling your eyes off, we really appreciate you. Have some tissues. And it says bless you, and you can buy cartridges, or at least you could at the time. There's some instructions on where you were able to get them. I haven't verified lately if you can get them, but when they were made, yes, you could. We have some really nice scrunchies, so nurses pull their hair back, so why not have them do something really fun? We've got a whole bunch of different colors. These ones are by Lindsay Gagnon Photography and Craft, and you can also get some custom ones done. So if you wanted to get a different color, you can always order a made-to-order one and get something in the right color. Another item by Lindsay Gagnon, we've got these really nice little compacts that have two really nice big mirrors, and after wearing a mask all day, you know, I always like to check my face because I usually have managed to, I don't know, get food on it, because you can hide a lot under the mask. So if I'm taking a mask off, I want to make sure I haven't, you know, smeared my lipstick that was under the mask because I was going out, so I dressed up pretty. A lot of nurses take their lunches, so of course I have to talk about the wax wraps. These are really good for pre-packaging snacks, and they're really lightweight. So if you're doing a really long shift, you can put a whole bunch of items in and not have your lunchbox weigh a ton, because these can fit down to the shape of what you have. So if you cut up your apples and then wrap them in one of these, it is a lot lighter weight and takes up a lot more room than like a big bulky container. So I love the wax wraps for whenever I'm packing a lunch. So those nurses with long shifts recommend these. And if you want to be really nice to your nurse friends, you can buy one of the larger sizes, and they actually can cover like a tray of brownies. So you could like make something for them in one of like the reusable tin foil containers, like bake it right in, and then get one of these and cover it, and then they can use the covered wax wrap later. And these are so amazing. If you go to my Instagram, there are so many hacks on how these can be used in so many ways to make your life easy. They're fantastic. So definitely ask me if you want some help on how to use them and what sizes you should get. I'm showing you this pack because it's a really good starter pack, because it's got one small, one medium, and one large. All right, so when they get home from a hard day, they might want to have, you know, some wine and cheese. So another really fun option to spoil the nurses would be to give them a bottle of wine, or you could give them a melted bottle of wine with a really nice cheese ball on it. This comes with a little cheese spreader, so you could do it up really pretty and kind of say, hey, have a little bit of a snack when you get home after a long shift. So one of the things we've talked about is nurses wear masks a lot. So they have to wear masks to get to work, and then they have to wear, like, if they have, like, walking into the hospital, they still have to wear a mask, and then they have to switch masks before they start their shift. So what I've heard some nurses do is they will wear their cloth mask into the building, because they're basically walking from the car into the office. So they might want some of these clean and dirty mask bags. I have a set in my purse. They are super handy for when you're wearing masks and then taking them off, and you know, you've got several of them and you don't know which ones are clean and which ones are dirty, and you want to wear a clean one every time. So I have these in my purse, and when I have errands, I can just, you know, throw them into the black one, and then I can quickly grab a new clean one, and I know at a glance which ones. And these come in a whole bunch of different colors, so they're really handy for the nurses. And you could even buy some of our masks. I showed this one earlier. So these two here are a fundraising effort that we still have. I think there's 3 or 4 masks left. So they're $10 each, and 100% of the proceeds go to the Calgary Food Bank. So that is, there is nothing, all the fabric and the time and energy to make these masks was donated, and we're not taking an admin fee or anything. 100% is going straight to the Calgary Food Bank. So if you need a mask, these are some great options. If you're looking for something that's a little bit more fun, these are made by Peggy's Projects, and they are Harry Potter themed. So we have a whole bunch of different ones. This particular one is Ravenclaw. And what's nice about her is that she's got the mask that goes behind the head. So if you're one of those people that your ears are always hurting, this is an option for you that might remove some of that hurt, just because they do go behind the head. And they do have a little an adjustment there so that you can make them fit. And she's got them for all the different houses. So like this one's a Hufflepuff, and then this one's got kind of all of the houses in there. So you can see some close-up pictures of the options online, but check those ones out. Another thing that you can do for the nurses, because I just showed you one of Peggy's projects, is to make a postcard and send it to a nurse. So these postcard packs are $1.50. If you have kids, this is a really great way to get them involved and let them recognize the nurses. So each one comes with a card and then a whole bunch of scrap fabrics. This particular theme is cats, but there are a whole bunch of different ones out there, everything from golf to underwater, and you can see that your kids or yourself, if you're creative, can then glue them onto the card, and if they've got glitter glue or other fabric scraps or markers, and turn it into a really fun project, and then they can mail it to one of the nurses they know to let them know that they're thinking of them for Nurse Day. So I did this with my kids and we had so much fun. So if you go to this product on our website, you can see some of the examples that we made and how much fun we had with them. So make a nurse smile, have your kid, get your kids involved at the same time. All right, so during your nurses' shifts, they're probably going to be very dehydrated. So what's a better way to remind them to have their sips of water when they have their break in a really fun, color-changing mug? So these are nice and big, they hold lots of water, and they come in a whole bunch of different designs. And then depending on the temperature of water, the cup changes colors. So you can learn more about those as well, but there's a whole bunch of different ones. This one's Stitch from Lilo and Stitch, but there's everything from Tigger to princesses to a whole bunch. So those are really nice for the nurses, and you could even fill them with chocolate, which would be really nice, or some sort of fun way to show them that you're thinking of them. All right, so then when they get home, they might want to have a nice hot cup of tea. So this is the new Mama tea, which if your nurse is also a new mom, this one would be great. Otherwise, you could get them like a peppermint or a chamomile or a stress relief one, or calm your nerves. Some special blends from Big Hearts Apothecary. She's located in Langdon. Her teas are amazing, so you could get that and have nurses so that they could have a nice cup of tea when they got home. And then after all that hand sanitizing, they might want to use a nice soap at home that smells amazing, lathers really nice, and is a little bit gentler than the stuff at the hospitals. So these soaps from Trademark Soap Company, each soap dispenser, so they're reusable soap dispensers, it has a beautiful design. Every single one of them is different, and it comes in the foam. So you can see there's a blue one, and there's pictures of all of these on the site. Each of the soaps is different. So this one is orange mint, and this one is ruby grapefruit. So you can have a scented soap, or you can have the liquid soap. And isn't that beautiful? They can refill it. We sell refill packs. Or you can fill it with any of the soaps that you like. But they're really pretty and they're gentle on the hands after washing and hand sanitizing all day long. They might appreciate that. And then last but not least, I think this is the last product I got here, is one of these soap gift packs. So this has a bar of soap and an amazing lip balm from Trademark Soap Company. This one is green apple scented, and it's again just another way to let nurses know that you're thinking of them. So yeah, so that's what we've got. Remember your nurses in May, so get your stuff now so that you can really recognize them and remember to get them in the mail, because they have been working so hard this here, and they deserve all of us to send them something, even if it's just a beautiful card saying that we appreciate everything that they're doing. So yeah, so make sure you tune back next week where we're going to have even more new inventory. So thanks everyone. Have a great week.